Hello and welcome back to the Old Realms, and I say welcome back because I've played this a huge amount in the past, and I've played basically every single class. I think there's one I'm missing, but yes, if you would like to check out the other remaining playlists, there will be links in the description. And today, we're playing the new update, and the new update adds 2 additional races, and I gotta say, these mod developers are... they're just good. Oh yeah, they're just good. Not even just good, but exceptional. They have done a fantastic job. As per usual, it is actually very regular now for them to actually come out with some crazy good updates. And this is it. We got the greenskins and we got the dwarves, and they are going to be amazing. I haven't actually played as the dwarves yet. I've only done a test on the greenskins at the moment, and we're going to be playing as them in this series. Most series for the Old Realms tend to take between 10 and 20 episodes to complete, so not sure if that's going to be the same here, but the power creep that you get in this mod is so amazing. If you would like to download the mod, by the way, there will be a link in the description as well. And you can see here, orcs and goblins have been a thorn in the side of every major and minor power for as long as anyone can remember. Caring nothing for history or legacy, in olden days, the greenskins were largely confined to the Southlands, where they waged savage wars amongst themselves, indifferent to the wider world. Yet, this brutal isolation did not last. Earthquakes and volcanic activity drove them northwards in vast, rampaging hordes called wars, looting and burning all in their path. The dwarves, weakened by the long and bitter war of vengeance against the elves, stood little chance against the green tide that washed over their homes, and many holds were lost. Ever since, orcs and goblins can be found in great numbers all over the planet, being outnumbered only by the Skaven, with whom they often wage wars deep underground. And, this is just... I actually really like what they've done with the orcs here, because you're going to see exactly what happens when we actually get into the game. Every single spell description and trait and skill that you will see in your career path is written out in orc speak. I actually have no idea what they really call it, but I'm going to call it orc speak. And yeah, you can't really customize that much as far as I'm aware about the character, but that, I mean, no offense, but he looks amazing as it is, so I don't really care. But, you know, I'm just saying, you can't really, as far as I'm aware at least, you can't really customize that much, but that doesn't matter to me at all, because what matters is this. Oh yes, let's do this. Greenskins reproduce via spores, and yours landed on rocky, forest, volcanic, arid, snowy terrain. Which one do we want to choose? Well, it all depends on your well, desire for stats. So yeah, we could go for snowy terrain right here, or we could go for rocky terrain. It depends on if we want to use a two-handed or a polearm or what have you. I don't really know. As you see here, the rocky terrain of the Black Mountains is where your spores fell. The cold stone around you seems to have overdeveloped your muscles, making them bigger and stronger. Oh, he's gonna be dead hard, you thought while still inside your fungal pod, feeling your limbs contracting with a crack. And indeed, yeah, I think we'll probably do endurance. We'll do endurance, athletics, two-handed, one-handed, sounds pretty good to me. After joining your tribe, your biggest achievement was building up the largest pillar of dung, arm wrestling a troll, eating an entire gang of snotlings in one sitting, owning the prettiest collection of teeth, holding the camp record for goblin throwing. Well, which one do we like? Well, from my perspective, I'm thinking right now we're probably going to go for arm wrestling a troll. We do gain a significant amount of one-handed from that, which I'm not a particularly big fan of, but I also don't really want to get faith, because if I get faith, we're probably going to have to be a shaman. I didn't really want to be a shaman, despite the fact that I feel like that is going to be a lot of fun. And what I'm actually going to do is I will be playing as every single class that we have available here in this new update. So I will be creating another orc at some point in the future, maybe after the dwarf series. But yeah, anyway, arm wrestling a troll is what we're going to go for, and here we go. This is the class that we're going to be picking here. It's basically the career that you want to go for. So we have bosses, shaman, bullies, boar boys, and savage boys. Now, each one of these will determine what you start with, as you can see right here, in terms of what you start with, as in your equipment. And this is also going to determine your career skills and traits. So what you're going to have is, you have here Orc Boss career, and then you have Shaman career. So basically that's it. You got those two choices, and no offense, but that's more than enough for me. That's absolutely fantastic. The fact that we have a choice at all in a mod that is free to download, this is basically an entirely new game in itself, which is just amazing. But yes, anyway, I will be playing as a Shaman at some point in the future, but right now I'm going to be picking the Orc Boss career, because it does provide us with some leadership. It provides us with two-handed, one-handed, and polearms, and as you can see from the gear, we're actually getting a shield and a one-handed axe. I think that sounds pretty good. You could go for Boar Boys as well, which would provide you with some riding skill, and generally riding skill is probably going to be considered relatively, you know what, should I just go for, I'm going to go for this instead, okay? Generally, I would recommend doing this just because it looks like this guy has much better armor for you, but the Boar Boys, they're going to give you a mount. They're going to give you a really, really good mount to start with, in my opinion, so I think we're going to go for that. Maybe it's going to be a mistake, but we'll try it out, right? We'll try it out and we'll see what happens. Now, I do have to go for a banner here. Let me see if I can find a really, really nice... Yeah, here we go. There we go. Yes, this is absolutely perfect. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go for a nice one. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking... yeah, I'm looking real good right there. That is absolutely fantastic. Sigil color. Oh, we could go for something a little bit... Yeah, no, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. We might go for maybe a gray. Maybe a gray sounds pretty cool. All right, yeah. And we're going to be... Oh, dear. Yes, names. Okay, we're just going to be being lazy here. Beartilts. Yeah, the Beartilts. That's what we're going to go for. And we'll go for the Barneys. Yeah, we're going to have a Barney, aren't ya? Yeah, so that's what we're going to do there. And we will, of course, be playing on Bannerlord difficulty. And I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. Alright, so before we move on, I just want to show you our gear. So we're currently using some Orc gear. Of course we are. And we have pretty decent stuff, actually. I'm going to say it, pretty decent. Obviously not amazing. It's going to be, yeah, we're going to die pretty quickly if we get hit by something hard. But that's just, that's how things go. And as you can see, there is stealth in this mod now because we, of course, well, the mod has been updated. It has been updated to the latest version of Bannerlord, which is 1.3.15. And you cannot use war sails, by the way, with this version of the mod. War sails is not compatible with it, so just bear that in mind. If you do have war sails, make sure you disable that before you launch, because otherwise it's not going to work. Otherwise, as you can see here, the boss awakens. It comes suddenly, not quite a thought, not quite a feeling, something closer to instinct. Your heart rate quickens. There is something stirring inside you, excitement, urgency. You need to move. You need to kill. A voice whispers, then roars. It urges you on. Bigger, better, stronger. Kill. War. A sign from the gods. The voice leads you, drives you. To ignore it would be to invite the wrath of Gork and Mork themselves. You have been chosen. You. Given a chance to prove yourself before the gods. You must rise up. Face challenges, smash everything, but above all, you must kill. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do it. There we go. Let's go. And we're going to recruit some people. And as you can see, we can recruit Orc Boys. Yeah, let's recruit some Orc Boys, shall we? And there we go. And we're also going to get Goblins at the same time as recruiting Orcs. Now, you may be wondering what this thing is on the right side of the screen here. I have no idea what it is. We're going to find out as we go on. It's the war meter. Basically, that's what I've come to realize here. As you can see, it's the war meter. Now the boys are proper eager and killy. We's gonna show all them hubies and stunties and all their other kits. This is war. And exactly, that is exactly what we're going to do. Yes. And this is what I'm talking about. Every single description is literally written in Orc speak, and I love that. That is hilarious. There is going to be some very, very funny stuff because they do stats as well. So it's literally, 10% better killing, and stuff like that. 10% better. I mean, come on, that's just fantastic. Okay, so unfortunately, this is a real-time event that isn't actually going to be very useful here. A random event for us right now. And you can see here what we're going to get is we could get a 25% chance to succeed at harvesting various multiple plants. We could also fish, multiple chances to get fish. Yeah, let's get some fish. Why not? You have your men go fishing. Your men catch nothing. There we go. Oh, no, we catch one fish. All right, well, that is somewhat unfortunate. It would have been very, very nice if we would have been able to actually get something. Yeah, but we do have the opportunity to recruit some people. We're going to get some goblins at the same time. As you can see, we've got 6 goblins, and now we have 22 people. Look at that. We have 22 people in our army already. Very, very fast. Now, I'm going to show you the troop trees in just a second, but I want to go into speccing our guy first of all. Let's get well built. That's going to be 5 HP. Let's get wrapped handles. It's going to give me more handling. It's going to give our people more attack damage and, well, shall we say, just more weapon skill in general. And we do have 1 focus point. So what are we going to spec the focus point into? Well, nothing at the moment. Because what we should probably do is check out the career tree and then see what we want to spec into after that. So this is the career tree right here. Unfortunately, I am unable to see all of the other skills. We're going to have to level up to be able to do that. Yeah, we're going to need renown or, well, basically, I don't even know what we're going to need to actually get that. But yes, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played this mod. But yes, as you see here, it says the career ability armed to the teeth. This is exactly what I was talking about here. Take your chopper and smash it proper hard on any of the gits. Make them scream. Some choppers are better at other things. Smaller choppers and blockers are good for times when using the scrap, and it's time for some speedy tactics. Bigger choppers are best for mobs of gits. Makes them weaker the more you hit them too. Longer choppers, now these be useful for riders and other pesky beasties. And if you think you can't chop anymore, you just need to wait and then chop some more. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. It's got a cooldown. You see? it's saying that it's got a cooldown. It basically is saying you're good with everything. It's saying, yeah, this will provide you with better, well, everything with all kinds of different weapon types. And the same thing happens here as well with all the skill trees. Look at this. Hardiness is 10% better. Triple healing when the mob is traveling. In other words, you're going to restore your HP faster when you're moving around the world map. Isn't that fantastic? I love the fact that they have done this all in orc speak. It really is making a huge difference. Look at this. Arm to the teeth makes the gits bleed. Perfect. I'm going to spec 1 point in this. This is hardiness is 10% better. We're actually going to be a little bit harder to kill now. I actually don't know what that means. I'm going to assume HP increase, maybe something like that. I have no idea. But what we are going to do is we're going to move over to the bony pit. Unfortunate for me. Yes, I was kind of hoping they'd have some hogs for sale because I don't know whether you noticed, but at the very beginning, we don't actually have any food. Yes. We don't actually have any food. So that's going to be a little bit problematic. So I'm thinking we're probably going to go over to... Oh dear. Okay, yeah, I'm not entirely sure where we can even go. Rocky Sisters. We're going to go over there. Can we actually make it over there? Do we... Oh no. I have a bad feeling that we're going to have to make... Oh no. Yes, we're going to have to go all the way around. That is going to be a little bit too far for my liking. So I'm thinking we're probably instead going to go to Garban's Hold. That is going to be the first port of call for us. And maybe, you know what? I'd like to fight some looters, to be honest. I'd like to fight some looters. That would be amazing. That would probably be one of the best things we could do because we do have a mount. Our mount is extremely, extremely good, by the way. Or, shall we say, it's good for, you know, early in the game. Hopefully we'll be able to get something a little bit better as time goes on. Oh, Orc Raiders, hello? Can I actually defeat these guys? Can I actually win against Orc Raiders? Let's try it out, shall we? Okay, yeah, oh, wow, okay, this is actually looking really, really bad. Okay, maybe we can work out something. I'm going to just pay them 141. According to the combat strength, we are unable to beat those guys right now. So I am going to... here we go. Chaos Cultists. This is going to be slightly better for us. Goblin Raiders would also be good. What? Wait. These guys are also way too difficult for us? Are you serious? That is terrible. Okay, I have no idea how this is going to go, but yeah, I guess we're just going to try our best here. I'm going to spec 1 point into medicine because we always need 1 point in medicine. I'm not sure if we're going to be specking into medicine for ourselves specifically, as in, I'm not sure if we're going to be the medic or anything like that, but it might make sense. I don't know, it might make sense a little bit. Anyway, let's just do this. I do have this mount right here. I'm not sure how fast am I going to hit. Oh, very, very slow right here. Okay, so my career ability is available, or not, as the case may be. I'm actually not entirely sure if it is going to be available, but thankfully these Chaos Cultists don't have any range. Oh, that is some damage. Wow, that was nice, actually. That was very, very... Oh, hello. Wow, it's actually a slashing polearm too? I had no idea it was a slashing polearm too. This is hilarious. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how we're really going to make this work, but I'm gonna try my best. Oh dear. This is very slow, just so you know, right? This is very, very slow. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to do anything here. Because as you can see, we're just getting absolutely slaughtered by the attack speed. The attack speed is so incredibly slow. We did hit someone there. Nice, nice, nice. Hit someone there too. Okay, that's great. Let's tell our forces to charge in here. Hopefully we're going to be okay to do that. There we go. 83 cutting. Wow, yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Did some pretty hefty damage there. Hopefully this is going to be okay. I mean, I'm doing damage no matter whether I'm getting kills or not. As long as I do some damage, I don't really care. You know, because that's really going to make a huge difference to our overall forces. And it does seem as that... No, never mind. Okay. Apparently, you know what? Maybe I could have fought those orcs. Maybe I could have fought them. I was just being very overly cautious there. As you can see, I got 4.7. 4.7 renown is very good, actually. Okay, so as you can see right here, I'm not sure what this means. Is this food? I'm going to assume this is food. So in other words, if we don't take prisoners, we're going to be getting food as a result of leaving them in the prisoner's hold. I think that's probably fine for me, don't you think? I think that's probably fine. So, yes, okay, so this is the unique resource that we are going to have for the orcs. That is teeth, of course, as you might expect, as you see here. In greenskin societies, teeth are proof of dominance, as well as the main currency of their tribes. I sound like I'm reading a documentary about orcs. Yes, but there you go. So basically, the best unit types are going to cost teeth, right? In comparison to what you would normally expect. I'm going to go for Wolf Riders, I feel like. Should I? Yeah, I'm going to go for Wolf Riders with the Goblins because I feel like having some mobility would probably be extremely, extremely useful for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Fallen Magister to sell, and we're going to turn the Cultists of Chaos into meat, I think. I'm not sure. Yes, it is. Yes, very nice, very nice. It does do that. That is great. So that is actually extremely, extremely good. We have an Orc Slasher here as well, as you can see. Now, the swing speed is abysmal. It is 70. It is going to take a very, very long time to swing any of these weapons, but as you could no doubt tell, we actually did a very nice amount of damage. I didn't really do anything special, as in didn't really level up that much, didn't really do anything like that, but I'm pretty happy with our performance right there. Let's actually just see what's going on. Why did one of my people just get knocked out? Why did we just get knocked out right there? Orc boy just got knocked out somehow? Okay. Well, we have some Goblin Raiders coming towards us right here. Goblin Gits. Okay. Well, I did level up, so I guess I might as well spec into something. Let's go for maneuvering. I think I would probably like to spec into riding skill. I'm going to spec into riding skill here. This guy's going to attack me. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, these guys look really, really crazy cool. Hello, I think it's quite funny that they sound like that. Alright, so fight me if you dare. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, this should be absolutely fine. If I can do the exact same thing that I did beforehand, then we'll probably be okay. Let's see how we swing. Okay, yeah, no, that's looking alright, I suppose. What I am going to do is I am actually going to check the key bindings real quick, because I don't actually know how to use the career ability at the moment, but we will find out. Alright, so obviously when I loaded up the game earlier, I rebound the keys. So I now know what it is. I rebound them to be mouse button, the side mouse button. Yes, that's the career thing, and it's hopefully going to make a really, really nice difference to us. This is an insanely large weapon, by the way. Have you noticed? Yeah, this is crazy big. Can I use this? Not usable mounted. Ah, it's not usable mounted. Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay, so I'm probably going to get off my mount in just a second. Or I'm going to get killed off my mount. Hopefully not. Okay, yeah, I'm going to actually get off here. Okay, now I can use arm to the teeth. Okay, let's actually do that. Boom. There we go. I used it. I don't know what this... Oh, wow, I just killed that thing instantly. Whoa, okay. Hello. Okay. I'm actually doing pretty good damage, I think. Am I? Am I actually doing good damage? I have no idea. I don't even know what this does. I mean, technically, it just... Oh, okay, I can use it again. Oh, wait a minute. It's a slamming attack? Wait a minute. It's not a buff. It's not a buff. Okay, that's interesting. Usually, with other careers and stuff like that, your career ability is either some kind of projectile or is a buff of some kind. But this is like an... I feel like it gives AoE slam, like an AoE smash skill. That is going to be extremely, extremely cool. We can also rescue some of these goblins. We're going to do exactly that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to take all of them, but that's just how things are going to go. Let's go for some orc choppers and some goblin wolf riders as well. That sounds pretty nice. Okay, there we go. And indeed, look at this. We've got shields and stuff like that. We got some fish, cheese, and so on and so forth. Yeah, we don't really need to worry about that too much. So me actually traveling over to the town, basically pointless. I didn't need to do that because, well, we turned the prisoners into meat, which is obviously perfectly fine with me, but I was unaware of that fact. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, so we have 93 teeth. So it is the main currency for us as well. So we do need to try to maximize our gains in regards to that as best as we can. And now let me actually just see for a real quick second here. I feel like there's a quest. There looks to be a quest in here or something like that. But yeah, there is a brawl mechanic in the game as well. Now, I'm not going to press on this brawl mechanic right here because when I went in initially with my test character, the brawl basically brings you into a sort of tavern-ish scene. It looks a little bit like a tavern, and you have enemies attacking you from all over the place. And all I could tell you right now is that I was too low level, or it felt like I was too low level to really make anything happen. So what I was, you know, planning on doing was leveling up a little bit. Yes, leveling up a little bit and then seeing what we can do after that. Okay, so unfortunately, orc towns don't really have a huge amount of money, as you could quite clearly tell. That particular one over there only has 160, and we are going to be needing a lot more than that, that's for sure. We're going to need so much more cash than that, thank you very much, because we do need to pay our people. So I'm hopeful that the Bretonnians will have something. Yes, there we go. They have 14,000. This is actually crazy. Okay, so I can probably sell most things for a decent amount, kind of. Yeah, not really. 664. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than that, but yes, that's the thing. That's what we're going to have to deal with right here. Oh, hello, orc raiders. Oh, loads of them actually. Hello there. Wow, that's actually way too many. Okay, that is way too many. I don't want to fight that many. Thank you very much. Okay, did I level up again? Yes, I did. Okay, so I leveled up once more. Let's see, what should I go for? That's the question. What should I actually go for? Because I feel like I really need to go for more polearm skill. One-handed is okay at the moment. I've got 4 focus points in that, so I should be completely fine. Let me actually just spec that and go into our career tree here, because I do have 2 career points, obviously. Triple healing when the mob is traveling. Yeah, it's pretty good. And 75 more toughness. That means health, I assume, right? That means health. Yeah, you could see a bunch of other very, very fun orc speak there. But yeah, let's do this. 75 more toughness. I'm assuming, yes, that is indeed HP. I now have 220 HP, which is insanely fun. That means that we are actually going to be we're going to feel like a real orc. Because obviously, as you might expect, you know, sometimes when you play games and when you play mods and stuff like that, you don't really feel like the character, you know? You don't really feel like that classic orcish or elvish or whatever kind of person. You don't really feel like that. And, you know, it's really nice that they actually provide you with those kinds of bonuses, because then you feel as though you are strong, you know? You feel like you're strong, you feel like you are actually embodying that character specifically. And it really makes a huge difference to the immersion factor. I personally think so, at least. Anyway, we are going to do a little bit of damage here and there. Or not. They've got arrow boys. Oh dear, that's kind of bad. Oh dear, that might be a little bit problematic. I can maybe destroy their shields at the very least. Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! No, never mind. They're actually not doing a very good job at that. That's absolutely fine. I'm thinking right now that actually, you know what? We should probably just fight on foot and just try to use our main career ability to deal damage. I hope it gives us experience. That's all I can hope. I hope that it gives us experience, because generally, if a career skill doesn't give experience, it makes it a lot more difficult for us to gain levels and things like that. So I kind of hope that we are going to be okay in that regard. I did do some nice damage there. Oh, nice. Look at that. 48. Okay, not too bad. Obviously, we've got to assume that the orcs that we're fighting are going to have the same kind of longevity. Let's just say that. So I'm going to use this. Round about here. Boom. Oh, okay. That didn't do anything. That didn't do any damage somehow. I'm not too sure. I'm sorry. I'm not too sure. This is the first time I'm using this particular ability, so I am kind of just trying my best here and seeing what we can do. Maybe I could switch to my polearm and see what the polearm skill does, because as far as I'm aware, you can use it with any weapon type. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, well, I'm dead here, unfortunately. Yes, I kind of ran in there thinking, I'm going to use my ability, and the ability didn't do what I thought it was going to do. So that's kind of unfortunate, but oh well, never mind. It's okay. We did manage to achieve victory. We got 5 renown for it. Not too bad. Wait, it did actually say something just there. It did actually say something. It said, armed to the teeth did something. Oh dear. I'm not going to be able to see it now, am I? Yes. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's just level these guys up. It's going to get us some wonderful meat a little bit. Got some leadership skill. Nice. Hello. Oh, yes. We've got some better... Ooh, yes. Much better gear. Look at that. Much better gear. Orc scrap stompers. Oh, yeah. Orc scrap. Okay, yeah, we should probably equip the shield as well. That is nice. Orc pointy sticks, a.k.a. arrows. Yes, indeed. We also have a mace here. Now this is definitely going to be much, much better than our Orc Boy Slasher, because this has 86 swing damage, right? And it also has 80 swing speed, which is much, much better than the Orc Boy Slasher. However, the Orc Boy Slasher has 126 weapon reach, and this has 89. Yes, it has 89. So it is going to be much, much harder to use from range and or from horseback, or in this case, boarback. Yes. But I think we did level up quite a bit, didn't we? I think we did level up quite a bit. Maybe we're going to have another career point to spend. Obviously, I really do need... I think I need medicine skill, to be honest. I feel like I need medicine skill because we are going to take way, way, way too long to restore our HP back to full strength. You can see here, thanks to the various food that we just got, we are going to be increasing our steward skill quite nicely as well. So what we should probably do is we're probably going to sell every single thing that we have here, of course. We're not getting that much money, unfortunately, but, you know, that's just how things are going to have to be. Yeah, there we go. No one leveled up. I could actually sell some of our prisoners. Wow, that does not give us that much at all. That's kind of unfortunate. You know what? I should have checked the tavern for some companions, shouldn't I? I should have checked some taverns for companions. That would have been quite useful. So I did not level up there because I just did so terribly. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them, to be honest. That is absolutely fine. I'd like to go back and actually see whether it said what it did. Ah, yes, as you can see, it dealt 161 physical damage to 3 targets. Aha, okay, but I'm not entirely sure. Did it do that with my one-handed, or did it do that with the polearm? I wouldn't know. I'm going to assume it was with the one-handed. So I'm going to get better at using it. Don't worry, you know, I'm going to get better at using it. It's just a matter of time. Let's go in here. Oh, the traveling merchant. That's kind of bad timing. Yes, that is kind of bad timing. It would be fantastic if we could have gotten this a little bit later, you know, a little bit later, because I don't have enough money to buy any of this. Oh, look at this. Look at this crazy, crazy thing. Orc war boss shoulder things. Oh, I mean, really, I love the orc speak. It's just too funny. It's just so, so good. It's really, really nicely done here. Okay, so, yeah, we should probably go and check the tavern. Yes, as you can see, we do have a fellow here. He has 200 roguery skill. And some steward, two-handed, one-handed. I don't actually know whether we should take this guy. How much is he going to be? Let's see how much he is, because I'm assuming, because the Old Realms does tend to have a standardized pricing structure for companions most of the time. It's not scaled. So basically, you know, if you want to recruit a, you know, a spellcaster or, you know, something like that, it's going to be like 5,000 or 10,000 or something like that, right? And so I'm wondering what this is going to be about. This is... Look, what is this? Look at this. This is absolutely hilarious. I's here to bash in the brains of the little ones and bully 'em till they get in line. You's got any puny gits or runts that need smacking, any gobbos that are too pansy and always leave the fight just when it gets good? I's the orc for you. I've always been bashing his skulls and making sure the gobbos are the first to fight. It's too funny, man. It's too funny. Okay, so this is great. I've got a job for you. Yes, as you can see, it is standardized as expected, and this guy is 10,000. That's absolutely fine. Great. You can see there the scene, the tavern scene, by the way. I really do need to go into the tavern scene and actually have a look around. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go into the tavern and actually see what's going on, because we've never seen an orc tavern before. In the Old Realms, at least. And, yeah, this is... I mean, look at the amount of... As I always say, I always say the amount of passion for this universe, for this franchise, you know, for the Warhammer franchise from this modding team is absolutely immense. The passion that goes into it, absolutely incredible. Look at this. Look at this. It's absolutely amazing. And this is... You know, this is exactly what you... I mean, as I say, why is this not a proper game? As in, like, why is this not a team with a bunch of Games Workshop money behind them? You know what I mean? It feels like that should be the case right here. You know what I mean? It's just... Yeah. I don't know. It's just too good. They've done a great job. They've just done an absolutely fantastic job. I cannot wait to see what we can actually do with our main ability, though. I'd love to be able to see whether we can hopefully use it a little bit more effectively. I don't really want to leave here, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to this town over here. I could technically go into a fight against these orc raiders. I kind of want to, but we are going to be damaged significantly. So I'm not sure how we're really going to do with this, but I'm hopeful that because we've started to level up our forces, that we should have a pretty decent time. Okay, what's actually going on here? Oh, we got horse archers. Ah, yes, we've got horse archers. Okay, so yeah, we've got one of those. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to try to command our forces a little bit more this time. Usually I'm not really doing that much, because commanding my forces, I'm sending them in to potentially die, especially when we have recruits. So most of the time, what I prefer to do personally is let myself take most of the damage and then see what we can do after that. Oh, did we really just miss? Yes, we did. We did really just miss. That was some special stuff right there. Nice damage, nice damage. We did level up already. That's nice. And maybe we can get some more. Yeah, so they're obviously going to block. Should I tell my forces to charge in? Let's tell my forces to charge in here. And see what we can do. Ooh, hello. Okay, we got 35 damage. Please don't get killed. I'd like to live through this if at all possible, but, you know, I can't really do much about that if I do get shot in the face. That is a potential. 71 damage. Nice. 61 damage. Not too bad. Maybe we can do a little bit more. Yep, there we go. Nice. There we go. 90. Great. That's what we like to see. Whoa, someone just flew up into the sky right there. Did you see that? That was hilarious. Okay, so unfortunately right now we're actually seeming to be in some spot of bother. Yeah, we're having some problems here. Yeah, we're having some problems, mostly because of our goblins, actually. Mostly because of our goblins, because our goblins are not actually doing a very good job. They're actually getting themselves... They're actually killing us right now. This is bad. Yeah, this is very bad. I can... What actually happened? What actually happened to all my forces? And this is... Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. So, yeah. Generally, I would say that the goblins didn't do a particularly good job. Alright, so we made our way over to the nearby town, and basically we just purchased some horses. That's it. We just purchased some horses and sold a little bit of stuff. And there is actually a tournament going on here. I'm not sure if we can... Can we join it? I think we can join it. Okay, let's actually go in, see if we can get some one-handed skill, or whatever skill they want to give us, because I'm perfectly happy to use pretty much any weapon type here, but let's see what we're actually going to get. Yes, actually it is it's a lancing tournament. I forgot about that. I actually forgot about that. Okay, this is going to be hilarious. I'm not entirely sure if I'm even able to really do this. Because as you can see, we're... Yes, not having a particularly good time. Oh dear. Yep. Oh, nice. Ooh, now that was some damage right there. Okay, so unfortunately we're not getting a huge amount of polearm skill. We are getting a massive amount of riding skill, which definitely is making a big difference. Now let's see if I can actually do something here. Nice. Oh, we eliminated his mount only though. That's unfortunate. You must discontinue. Actually not discontinue. You must dismount to continue. Okay. Hello there. I have a sword. A very small sword because I am an orc. It's actually doing pretty good damage, though. Look at that. I'm actually doing pretty good damage with my one-handed. I'm quite happy with this. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Good. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad damage right there. Okay, and now we can do this. Okay, come on now. Let's ride. Let's ride, horsey. And see if I can do some damage. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we killed him. That was nice and easy. Who would have thought that an orc would know how to lance? Yeah, I'm sure they would. I mean, they're going to figure out pretty much anything. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, wow. He did 59 damage and it only did that much damage to me? That's hilarious. Okay. Well, technically, I could take him off his mount and we could see what we could do. I think I should probably take him off his mount because, unfortunately, I feel like he's going to outmatch me here in regards to lancing. He is a lord, after all. How did he turn around so fast? I don't know how, but he did it. He's using his one-handed. A little bit of a weird decision. Okay. Yeah, they're restarting us here. That's fine. Okay, let's see what we can do. Yeah, I kind of want to kill the horse, to be honest. I think that's probably going to be the thing we'll do. Let's try to go for a nice little couch lance here. Nice! We actually just eliminated him. He had no idea what was coming. 165 piercing damage to the abdomen. Very nice. And there you go. There's 3 renown for us. Obviously, the renown is not really the reason why we're doing it. Obviously, Battle Pilgrim braces. Yeah, it's okay. You know, not too bad. We can always sell some stuff. We would never, ever think to ourselves, yes, this is not what we want. But, you know, selling stuff, especially, look at this. We can sell this for 1,200. Boom. Look at that. Instantaneous, wonderful, wonderful profit. We can sell some of the sheep as well. Look at that. 2,000. We got 2,000 in gold. Very, very nice. Let's actually move away from here now. We've got 5,800 in total. And we do have a... You know what? Do we have potential to do a bandit hideout quest. Yes, yes we do. We do have the potential for a bandit base. Oh, now this is going to be fantastic. Do we? We don't have any stealth. Do we? We don't have any stealth. Any stealth items, shall we say. So this is going to be a little bit problematic. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work. So what I'm thinking we're going to have to do is probably go over to the nearby town and pick up some stealth gear. However, I don't know how an orc is going to stealth. I guess they will. I am sure do they have stealth units? Do they have stealth people that sneak around and stuff? I actually have no idea. Let's see if we can actually do something. Okay, so these falchions and so on and so forth, they can be used for stealth. So we don't have a dagger or anything like that? No, we have no dagger. Okay, that might be a bit of a problem. Okay, I guess I'll just use this. Do we have armor? Yeah. Some of it. Okay, yeah, some of this can be used. But none of this provides us with stealth bonuses. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go naked. We're just gonna go naked right here. That's what we're gonna do. I could actually swap these around. Can they be used as stealth, these things? Maybe? Yeah. No, they can't. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Oh well, never mind. I think we're probably just gonna leave it then. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna leave that. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go for it then. We're just gonna go for it. We have a falchion. That's all that we're gonna really do anything with. If we are actually gonna... Now, you can't sneak in. Yes, see, as you can see right here, you are too clumsy to sneak in undetected. Yeah, that's completely fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. So we're going to assault the hideout instead. And I leveled up. Oh, wow, what? How did I level up so much? Okay, I have no idea how I leveled up this much, but okay. We apparently did. Let's see, what are we going to go for here? Veterinary and... yeah, probably cavalry, I suppose. Okay, so... the question is, what do we want to level up? Well, I think I probably want to level up leadership. Probably want to level up steward. And we got one focus point left. I guess we'll just go for a polearm point. And then a... I have no idea. I guess a point in vigor. Point in vigor is probably pretty good. Okay, and career points. Okay, so we now have the ability to get double renown after winning battles. How can we say no to that? That's insanely good. And armed to the teeth makes the gits bleed. Yeah, we're probably going to be taking that too. And then we also have 10% better killing for boys and boar boys. In other words, more damage. More damage for those fellows. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's going to be very, very nice. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to leave there for a real quick second. I just want to... yeah, just want to let things play out for a little bit just to make sure all the perks are working for us. And then we're going to go in. Alright, so it's time for us to assault the hideout. Let's see what we can do. They're all orcs, aren't they? Yeah, they're all orcs, the enemy here. So this is going to be kind of interesting. I'm not sure how we're really going to face them, but yeah, I guess we'll try it out. Can I actually stealth? I don't think so, right? No, I don't think so. I'm going to use my ability here. Boom, there we go. I don't know what that did. It didn't seem to do any damage, but we just killed that guy really, really easily. 91 damage. Arm to the teeth did 194 physical damage to 2 targets. So it is actually doing damage. It just doesn't seem like it. Okay. Well, that's good to know, right? That's good to know. So in other words, all I have to do is just use it on some people, and then we're going to have a great time. So let's just see if we're able to assist in the slaughter of these enemies. Let's actually see if we can do that. These guys are just going to be blocking infinitely, unfortunately. Let's just try and do some damage to the side here. And maybe we can get some much needed experience. There we go, 90. Yeah, there we go. 92 damage. Thank you very much. Okay, we seem to actually be doing some massive damage to our opponents here. And I'm actually kind of surprised. I would not have expected that. I don't know why. I don't know why they're so easy for us to deal with, but I guess they are not really used to war, are they? No, they don't seem used to it. So I guess we're just gonna have to teach them a thing or two. Nice. 78. This is exactly the reason why I absolutely love blunt weapons when you're dealing with higher higher value targets, or shall we say higher protection targets, highly armored, you're going to need something like this. It's going to make a big difference. Who's this guy? Hello there. And we're just going to murder him. And obviously they have, yeah, they have some pretty big HP, I believe, most of them. And indeed, we are now going to be facing the orc boss of the bandit hideout. And we're going to see if he actually has anything for us. Maybe he's going to be terrible. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. Let's do it. Let's fight a duel against him. Gonna use this. Boom. There we go. Oh, he's dead. Okay, never mind. It did 88 physical damage. Okay, so arm to the teeth seems to do physical damage and then also does a bleed effect. We have a bleed effect now available to us, so that's really, really nice. 9.8 renown for us as well. Okay. Whoa. These guys, can I get those? I think I can try to convert those to our side or something like that. Maybe that will happen. That would be nice. Okay, yeah. So we should be absolutely fine here. And oh yeah, we've got some pretty cool stuff. Maybe not amazing. I don't know. For me personally, right now, this doesn't seem particularly good. But these things are all gonna sell for a really, really nice amount. So all I can say is thank you very much. And we're also now gonna be completing the quest. There you go, 3,000 in gold right there. And you can also see what's happening in the war screen, or shall we say the war bar, or whatever it's called. Here we go. The recent exploits with your mob have been heard in other tribes as well. Greenskins from other tribes start gathering, and your boys are preparing for a proper big scrap. And as you can see, once we get to 600, we're actually going to be increasing our party size by 60. And we're also going to be dealing more damage. However, the food consumption is also going to increase, and we also have the ability to recruit daily. So yeah, that is a pretty significant benefit. I'm going to go in here versus these versus these orc raiders. Let's go in here against these. Come on now. Okay, there we go. Let's hope that we're not going to have a problem like we did last time. Let's have a look here. So swing speed, I think we'll probably go with that. And did I level up? I don't think I leveled up, did I? I don't think I did. No. We need another 4 level ups anyway. Now, I do think I have a decent amount of riding skill right now, so what I wouldn't mind doing is actually getting my hands on a really, really nice, boar. Like a really, really fast boar. That would be super, super nice. Not sure if that's even going to be possible, but yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind it. This is going to be quite problematic. I need to be a little bit careful about dealing with these, because they will do damage, and they will be very, very harsh for us to deal with, potentially, if we allow them to, if my shield gets destroyed or something like that. But yeah, we're just going to tell our forces just to get into position here. I'm going to actually tell my horse archers, the one that I have, apparently, that we're just going to tell them to charge in. We're just going to tell them to charge in so that they can do something here. Nice damage, 66. Can we do a little bit more? I wouldn't mind. Nice. Okay, good. Yeah, give me that. Okay. Yeah, we do have some of the other goblin unit types, by the way. So, in other words, we're not using goblin horse archers anymore because, as we found out, they are pretty terrible. Or, at the very least, they didn't do as well as I was kind of hoping that they would in that previous battle. So we're gonna try to make sure that they only become heavy cavalry, as much as a goblin can be heavy, of course. So yes, something like that would probably be the most beneficial for us. And I am actually gonna get off my mount. Yes, I'm gonna get off my mount and we're gonna do some damage with our wonderful mace here. I'm gonna tell everyone to charge in. Everyone can charge in now. And we're gonna see what we can do. Because if I can use my ability, armed to the teeth, in a decent way, then we can actually do loads of damage with it. Nice. Okay, let's do some damage. Boom, there we go. Okay, so we did massive damage. I already killed one person with it, hilariously enough. And I think I hit so many people with that. Let's actually see. It did 523 damage. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. That's the reason why I was like, yeah, okay, I need to get stuck in. I need to get in the faces of our opponents and do the damage that we need to do. I don't know what the polearm version does. I'm assuming I need to read the description or something like that. That's probably going to be the case. Anyway, 8.5 renown for us right there. That's very, very nice. I don't have any additional space. Ugh, that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Would be really nice if we would have the opportunity to do that, but yeah, that's just how it goes for the moment. Yeah. Oh, nice chess piece. Nice new chess piece for us right there. And I don't think we have anything else. Nope, that's fine. How close are we to the next clan tier, by the way? I think we're pretty close. I think we're like 6, 4? I don't know, something like that. Yeah, 8, actually. 8. Ugh. Okay, what about these goblin raiders? Yes. There we go. Let's fight these guys. I'm just going to go in for the auto-resolve here. Just purely because I just want to get the renown. I want to get the renown as best as I can. Oh, technically what I could have done, actually, by the way, just now, it's just dawned on me, actually. It's just dawned on me that what I could have done was gotten rid of my goblins and then taken those orcs from the rescued prisoners. That is actually what I should have done. Oh, well, never mind. You live and learn, right? You live and learn. That's what I'm going to do in the future if we do have an opportunity to get orcs. Because, let's face it, I feel like orcs are probably going to be more beneficial to us than goblins will be. So, yes, we're probably going to go for that. Let's just do this. There we go. Bertild's tier is increased to 1. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. So, now, as you can quite clearly tell, now we have a load of extra space. I'm just going to leave these goblins behind. Unfortunately, I'm not going to really go for goblins that much. And indeed, we are almost there to here we go. We're almost there to here we go. So, let's see if we can maybe make it there. But we're going to make it there probably in the next episode. If you want to see more, then by all means let me know. I think we can probably, safely assume that we will, but just let me know anyway. And I think I'm going to be getting a bunch of orcs. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.